Have you ever seen the number 786 printed at the top of a letter, on a wedding card, or even on the first page of a notebook and been told, "This is Islamic, it means Bismillah"? Maybe someone proudly told you, 786 is a blessed number. In Islam we write it instead of Bismillah, Irrahman Irrahim, to show respect. And maybe, in that moment, you felt a spark of curiosity. Wow, I didn't know that. Or perhaps you felt a little proud, as if you'd just learned a secret code hidden in our deen. But what if I told you that everything you've been told about 786 being Bismillah is wrong? What if I told you that neither the Prophet, nor the Sahaba, nor the great scholars of Islam ever gave 786 any special meaning? What if I told you that this Islamic number is not Islamic at all, and could actually be an innovation that takes people away from the pure path of our deen? Today, on Islamic Echoes, we are going to break this down, not with opinions, not with rumors, but with the Qur'an and the Sunnah. By the end of this, you will understand why Islam has survived unchanged for over 1,400 years, and why adding things like 786, no matter how innocent they seem, is actually dangerous. So stay with me, because what you're about to hear will change how you look at numbers, traditions, and your own faith. To understand why 786 has no basis in Islam, we have to go back to the beginning. When Islam was revealed to the Prophet Muhammad, it came complete. It came with everything a believer needs until the day of judgment. Allah himself declared in the Quran. In Surah Al-Ma'idah, "Today I have perfected for you your religion, completed my favor upon you, and have chosen for you Islam as your religion." This means that the religion was sealed, it was perfected. Nothing could be added, nothing could be removed. The job of the Muslims from the Sahaba until you and me today is to preserve it exactly as it was given. That's why Islam has remained unchanged for over 14 centuries. Look at other religions. Many of them started with truth but faded, got mixed with human ideas, or lost their original texts within a few hundred years. But Islam, the Quran you read today, is the exact same Quran the Prophet Muhammad recited to his companions. The prayers we perform today are the exact same prayers the Prophet Muhammad led. This is not by accident. It's because Allah protected his deen from change. Here's the shocking truth. The Prophet Muhammad never spoke about 786. None of the Sahaba mentioned it. The great Imams of Islam, Abu Hanifa, Malik, Shafi, Ahmad, never taught it. In fact, for over 1,000 years of Islamic history, there is no evidence of Muslims using 786 as a substitute for Bismillah. So, how did it appear? Historians suggest it's a fairly recent invention, maybe a couple of hundred years ago, maybe less. In fact, some say it's not more than a few decades old in certain regions. It seems to have come from people trying to assign numerical values to Arabic letters using something called abjad numerals, an old system where each Arabic letter has a numerical value according to this system. If you take the phrase Bismillah, Irrahman, Irrahim, and add up the numbers assigned to each letter, you get 780. Somewhere along the way, people started believing that instead of writing Bismillah in full, they could just write 786 as a respectful shortcut. At first glance, that might sound harmless, but in reality, this is a big problem, and here's why. Whenever someone adds something new to the religion, no matter how small, it opens a door. And Shaitan loves this door, because once people accept one addition, they will accept another and another until the pure message is buried under human inventions. The Prophet Muhammad warned us clearly, whoever introduces into this matter of ours, Islam, something that is not from it, it will be rejected. This warning isn't about huge changes only, it's about anything not part of the original deen. Writing 786 instead of Bismillah might seem like a small thing, but think about it. Did the Prophet Muhammad, who received revelation directly from Allah, ever say, "If you want, you can just use a number instead"? No. Did the Sahaba, who loved and respected the name of Allah more than their own lives, ever replace it with digits? No. So why would we? The truth is, human beings are drawn to special secrets. People like feeling that they know something, others don't. That's why things like lucky numbers and hidden codes spread so easily. Shaitan whispers, "This is special. This makes you unique. Others don't know this." And suddenly, instead of holding on to the clear and simple Sunnah, people chase after symbols and signs that have no basis. This isn't just about 786. Look at other misguided groups. Some invented their own special numbers like 21, claiming it's holy. Some fast for 21 days instead of Ramadan. Others attach mystical meanings to certain mathematical patterns in the Quran, ignoring the actual message. It's all part of the same trap, replacing Allah's guidance with human imagination. Some people try to defend these ideas by saying, but there are numerical miracles in the Quran. The word day appears 365 times. The word month appears 12 times. Yes, some of these observations might be true, but they are observations, not instructions. Allah didn't reveal the Quran to be a book of mathematics. It's a book of guidance, a book of miracles in its language, structure, and preservation, not a codebook for secret numbers. In fact, when scholars investigated these claims, they found that many of them aren't accurate. People often count selectively to make the numbers fit their theory. Even if a pattern is real, it's a sign of Allah's perfection, not a license to invent new religious practices based on it. So what should we do? The answer is simple and beautiful. Keep Islam pure. Write Bismillah in full. Say it with your tongue. Teach it to your children. Let the name of Allah be honored exactly as it was revealed, not replaced with digits. If you truly want blessings in your work, your writing, your home, start with the Sunnah. Say Bismillah, Irrahman, Irrahim with sincerity. No shortcut, no code. Brothers and sisters, the number 786 has no place in Islam. It's not a sacred number. It's not a substitute for Bismillah, and it's not part of our deen. It's a human invention, and in matters of religion, inventions are rejected, no matter how well-intentioned your faith has survived. 1,400 years without 786. It will survive until the day of judgment without it. And it will survive because believers like you choose to hold on to the Quran and Sunnah exactly as they came, pure, unchanged, and free from innovations. So, next time someone tells you 786 means Bismillah, smile and say, no, my friend, Bismillah means Bismillah, and I'm not replacing the name of Allah with a number. This is Islamic Echoes, where we clear away the fog of confusion with the light of authentic knowledge. If this video helped you see the truth, share it with your family and friends. Let's protect our deen from every innovation, big or small. Subscribe to stay connected with reminders that keep your heart close to Allah. And remember, the real blessing isn't in secret codes or hidden numbers. The real blessing is in obeying Allah exactly as He commanded.